Yeah, it's exciting.
Connecting.
See that.
Hi,
Yes,
I'm here.
we're live on YouTube if you guys want to start anytime.
Okay, great. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We'll officially,
Before we get started, we did not get an agenda. Am I correct about that? Because I never got an agenda.
we did get one.
When?
Last
Friday.
week, last Thursday.
Thursday. I never got it.
Here, I can shoot it
I
over to you.
went back
really
and looked through my other files and I don't have it. So
Yeah, I had looked through mine too, and I couldn't find it either earlier.
Lily sent it, so.
Did you get yours, Maria?
I did.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
pretty
thank you,
thick
Joyce.
though.
I know.
Yeah.
A
Mhm.
lot of pages, so I'm sorry about that, Anne. How do we?
And I'm sending it to your.
we just have to go through without it. I just am looking now and I do not see it anywhere. Wait a minute. There it is.
Forward it to her, Lily.
I just sent it to Anne's TCUSD email address. Are you able to check that one?
I didn't.
So
all I
we
got
send
was-
it to both your TCUSD and your personal email.
All I got was the invitation.
Oh,
Let me.
I just sent right now to the TCUSD one. Are you able to get into your TCUSD email?
Not right this minute, I'm not.
Okay, I have your personal.
okay.
Lily,
Yes, can you hear me?
would you be able to forward it to Anne's email again, like right now?
I'm doing that right now.
Okay,
To her personal,
Perfect.
okay,
yeah, personal email.
Thank you.
okay.
Google did report today some issues with emails, so I don't know if it's been going on, but they did report that there were, people getting notices that emails weren't going through. So,
And I sent it to you on Friday, and I think you replied to it as well.
I got the invitation to the meeting, but I did not.
That's what I got too. I got the Zoom
But I
link.
didn't get the agenda.
The agenda was on there. That's the one you replied to, but I'm sending it again right now.
I opened the attachment and nothing came up.
I just sent it again.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I got it, so, but like Juris said, it's really a lot of pages, so,
I opened the attachment and nothing came up, so.
oh,
I get it this
okay.
time.
all right. Can we get started? Okay,
Sure, anytime. I still don't have it.
Lily, did you send it already?
I did, but it takes a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, anytime's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Thank you for being here. I'd like to call the meeting to order at 4:08 p.m. And we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance to be led by Maria Gardner. So if we can please stand.
I have my flag.
Woo!
I love it.
Good girl.
So, hand over your heart and ready to begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great. Thank you, Maria.
Yes.
Okay, we'll move on to number 3 on the agenda, which is individuals desiring to address the Personnel Commission. And we do have one item that I will read to you. Hello, jurors, please see my statements below. Okay, my name is Marlo and I am the Site Tech Support Technician at Temple City High School. I have been in this position for 7 years. I was told by Monica Makowitz that the classified job study addressed job title and job description changes, but that there would be a salary study to look at the positions as they compare to other districts. However, I have not heard when the study will be conducted. Will the salary study look at all positions? Will the study recommend changes in salary range? My position has evolved from an instructional assistant media position, old title, instructional technology specialist, to a technology position under technology services, new title, site technology support technician. My position changed significantly over the years as reflected in the new job title description. It is now focused solely on technology with expanded duties and increased responsibilities. I would also like to point out that there was a similar position in CSEA 823, Technology Support Technician, that was eliminated after the job study. I'm in CSEA 105. I believe my position with its expanded job duties is more closely aligned with the old tech support technician job description. In conjunction with the salary study, I would like to request that the Personnel Commission look into my position with its expanded job description to see if a salary study of a salary increase or change in salary range is appropriate. So the site technology support technician, range 25 is what she was?
What she is.
What she is. And then the technology support technician is range 32.
Which
Thank
is,
you.
that's the position that they eliminated.
Right. Thank you for your consideration, Marlo Antonio Teets.
Okay.
So, any comments, ladies, on this right now?
I think we should probably get back to her and say we'll look into this when the salary study is done. I mean, that's,
Yes.
we really can't do
Yes.
anything different than that.
I would like to mention that to her when she's responded to that a salary study is coming and that we are looking into companies to conduct that study, correct, Juris?
As soon as
That
that's
is
accomplished,
correct.
we'll flag that to make sure we check into it.
Right.
Yes.
Would you say the goal is by the end of the school year?
Yes. We will give you an update during the director's report regarding the
Beautiful.
salary study.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we will move on to the approval of minutes from November 17. Do we have any comments on that? Or if not, if I can get a motion?
I'll move to approve the minutes of meeting from November 17th,
I
2020.
second.
Okay, it's been approved and seconded to approve the meeting minutes of November 17th. Any no's? Okay, all in favor say yay.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. All right, we'll move on to number 5, the eligibility list for the irrigation specialist. Let's see,
I'll
anybody?
move to ratify the eligibility list of irrigation specialist.
I have one question before. Is there a reason why he declined the position?
Yes. And it's about the salary.
Okay, okay, all right. All righty,
I second the motion.
okay. It's been moved and seconded to approve the eligibility list for irrigation specialists. All in favor say aye.
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 Any no's? No. Okay.
Juris, your signature is on the bottom.
Yeah. Just because there's nobody.
I know.
I'm like,
Okay,
yeah.
this one's a frameable one, okay? We have to frame it. I gotta turn on my light. It's all of a sudden it's getting dark in here. Okay, next. We move on to number 6, personnel order 2021-08. Any questions on that? If not, I will take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Okay,
I'll second.
thank you. It's been approved and seconded to accept personnel order 2021-08. Can all in favor say aye?
Aye.
Any no's? No. Okay.
I do want to say something about that. I wanted to say congratulations to Richie for his promotion. And also, is Heidi Smith taking over Diana purchasing and,
Not Diana, Myra's position. So Heidi used to be the purchasing assistant, and then she moved over to the fiscal services department. But now she's going back. She's
Okay.
getting reinstated as her purchasing assistant position in the past.
okay.
Oh, so Richie took over for Dale Clovio at Cloverleaf?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. Okay, very nice. Okay. We move on to Personnel Order 2020-109.
I'll move that we receive personnel order number 2021-09.
I second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve Personnel Order 2020-109. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, any noes? No, it's been moved and seconded to approve 2020-109. Let's see, now we move on to the election of officers. And Juris, how do we do that?
You could start a motion, just like in the past. I know you've served as a chairperson, and so then now you can either nominate and vote for either one.
Oh, okay.
What was the order? Maria or was first, and then I served, and then you
Yes,
served.
and then
So we go back to Maria.
Correct.
Okay,
I move that Maria be elected to serve as chairperson of the Personnel Commission for a
Aye.
period of 1 year.
I second it. It's been moved and
Do you
seconded.
accept the nomination, Maria?
I,
That's one of the things we are supposed to.
yes, sure, yes.
Or Maria, if you want, we can rotate, because I know you have a lot of other responsibilities. It's up to you.
I'm fine.
Okay, good. All right. And I second it. So it's been moved and seconded to approve Maria Gardner to be the new chairperson of the Personnel Commission. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? No, it's been moved. Okay. Next, I need a motion to select the chairperson of the Personnel Commission. And I will make a motion to select Ann Seitz to be the vice chairperson of the Personnel Commission.
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve Ann Seitz as the the vice chairperson of the Personnel Commission. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any nays? No, great. Congratulations, ladies.
Yay, congratulations.
And there's one
And-
more position to fill. Oh,
I have one more motion. I'd like to, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, for that one, Gina, just because we don't have a classified director as of right now, you can either postpone it for the next meeting or table it when we have one.
table
I
it.
will postpone it till the next meeting, please.
Okay.
So,
You can move
Okay.
to postpone it.
okay, I move to postpone the position of Director of Classified Personnel as Secretary to the Personnel Commission till our January 2021 meeting.
I second that.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded to postpone the Director of Classified Personnel Secretary position to the Personnel Commission. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Any nays? No. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. Now we move on to number 8, business matters, to receive the annual report. Okay.
There's a correction that needs to be made on the annual report. Ann Seitz, it stated that she's the chairperson for 2019, 2020, and it was actually Gina.
I think what we're doing,
Or is
Maria, and I
that
know
for
this is
the-
kind of confusing. This is more 2019 than 2020 for, because Gina is 2020, more 2020 than 2019. It's just weird
Oh,
how
so you're-
here is. This was
Okay.
the 2019.
Prior,
Yeah. And then 2020 would be Gina, because 2020, 21, and then 2021. I know this has always been a question where we get confused. Like it's
Okay.
more like a fiscal year
Oh,
than
gotcha.
calendar
Okay.
year.
Okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
Got
Okay,
it.
The fiscal year. I know it's confusing.
all right. Any other questions?
Just a lot of decreases in almost everywhere.
Hmm.
Mhm.
You know, the number of applicants and number of exams. The only place the promotion was that went up by one.
Mhm.
Retirements went up. There was,
Yeah.
I know we had a lot of retirements this year.
Well, because they offered that. buyout.
Right.
They had an incentive, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how far does this go into 2020?
I would say it's a fiscal year.
Goes
So
till June?
June 30th.
Okay, so some of those drops
Yeah.
are due to the fact that everything
Right.
was closed down. So,
Uh-huh.
you know, we were closed down basically 3 months of that period.
Mhm.
Do we know if,
Almost 4 months of that period, actually.
Mm-hmm.
do we know as of right now if they're going to offer an incentive again this year, coming this year?
Don't believe that conversation has been opened yet.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
Not yet.
Okay,
I would be surprised if they did this year. I think they were trying to clear the decks last year, and I would be surprised if they offered it
or the
again.
decks.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's not part of the discussion, and we are awaiting the budget, the governor's budget.
Right,
as well.
Right.
that's wonderful. Okay, good. You don't want to say it too soon if it's not happening yet.
No, no, no.
Okay. All right. Any other comments on the annual report?
No.
Okay.
That's good.
Can I get a motion, please?
I move we accept the annual report as presented.
Okay.
The annual
Second.
report for 19 and 20 as presented.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to accept the annual report for 2019, 2020. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Right.
Okay, great. Any nays? No. Thank you very much. Okay, now we move on to the reclassification appeals for the college and career technician. Now, Maria, did you get a chance to review the documents on that?
I did. Mhm.
Okay, good. Okay.
There's a typo at the top where it says carrier instead of career.
That says carrier.
Mm-hmm. College and carrier technician.
Okay.
On the recommendation page?
I don't have that.
On the,
Let me see.
on, yes, it says reclassification appeals, agenda item number 9A, college and carrier technician
Oh, and the minute, and the.
on the agenda.
I'm looking at the,
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I'm looking. Sorry, I'm looking.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at that too. I go, I didn't see that.
Oh, the agenda.
On
Okay,
the
I
agenda.
get it. I get it. Yes, good catch, Maria. I was looking at the actual documents, but okay.
I will update.
yeah, the
Yeah.
document's fine, and I'm thinking what she's talking about.
Yeah, the document's fine.
Okay, great.
So for the recommendation of the salary range, it gives you 4 numbers.
Yes,
No, 5.
5.
Which numbers are we looking at?
So so the current proposed salary, it's, so for classified employees, we have steps. So
Mhm.
that's why you have 5. We have step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did not indicate her actual salary because this is for the actual classification, for the classification as a whole, not
Mhm.
just for one person. So if you look at the salary schedule on part of the, show you. We'll give you a clearer picture. It would be this page where
Right.
I have
Mhm.
that page.
Juris, do you want me to share that?
Yeah, do you
Oh,
mind?
that'd be great.
Hannah, thank you so much.
Great.
Yeah, so that would be the, yeah, there you go. So scroll. So currently, this position, this classification is on range 19, as you can see. So step 1, this is the monthly rate.
Mhm.
And what we're proposing is range 23.
Mm-hmm.
right there. Does that answer your question, Maria?
Mhm.
And Hannah, do you can you put the document that shows what range it's at right now? I think there was one that.
That was it. That was
Oh,
it.
that is
That-
it.
yeah,
Okay.
that was it.
It's at the bottom. That's at the
That's
bottom.
this one, yeah.
If you can move it up a little bit.
Sure. Are we looking at this one right here?
Yes, yes.
The one she sent
The
us.
prior one, Hannah, the salary schedule.
Salary schedule, right? Okay.
We're
So
on
here,
Yes,
Uh-oh.
right there.
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, good.
So she's going from here to the, from 19 to 23.
23.
Right. Mhm. Okay. And that still will keep her,
So then this is internal alignment, okay? Now, this document that's up on your screen is the currently her salary, her minimum and maximum, it's 8 being the highest. She's ranked TCUSD is ranked 5th out of 8, so it's pretty
Right.
high up there.
yes.
However, this is her current range 19, but because we recognize that her title, her position is elevated position, and internally we have to align it with our salary schedule. So with the new salary that we're proposing, range 23, Hannah, if you could please click on the next one, the proposed college career tech salary, and just show the next tab.
I'm
Oh,
on
there
it,
it is.
right?
So that will put her as rank 1. Like our TCUSD will rank highest.
1 of 8.
1 of 8.
Mhm.
It'll be 1 of 8. But we have to do the recommendations because it's internally aligned.
Hey.
Well, that's a nice raise. She should be pleased with that.
Oh, I
Mhm.
think it's wonderful.
I do too.
Did you get a chance to read the findings and basis of the recommendation?
Yes.
Yes.
We recognize that, you
Oh,
know,
yes, it's amazing.
her
The
technical.
responsibilities are quite
Yeah.
a bit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
excellent. Let's see.
Do we need to vote on that change?
Do we do it now or do we?
Yes, you're gonna
Yes.
vote now.
Okay. Can I make a motion?
Yes.
Okay, I make a motion to approve the reclassification of college and career technician,
We're not approving a reclass, we're approving a
salary
salary.
a
Yeah.
salary increase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do she need to put the ranges in there?
When I make a motion?
You can say it's you approve the recommendation, the Personnel Commission approves the proposed salary reallocation, the career college technician from salary range of 19 to a salary range of 23.
Okay.
It's quite long, sorry.
Yeah, and I don't have that document in front.
You want me to make the recommendation?
Yeah, please.
Okay, I'll move to accept the college and career technician, the recommended by the Personnel Commission to approve the proposed salary reallocation from a salary range of 19 to a salary range of 23.
I second the motion.
It's been approved and seconded to approve the salary increase for the college and career technician.
Excellent.
Oh, thank you. Okay, can all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? No. I'm not shy in that way. Okay, thank you. Now we move on to the district accompanist. Accompanist. Okay. Hannah, would you mind pulling up the document for that one also?
Sure. We don't have exactly the same document on this, but I can pull up the job description. Is that okay to start with for you, Juris?
Yes, absolutely.
It's harder for me to see. Are you guys able to see it okay?
Yes,
Mhm.
thank you.
Yes,
Luckily, it's fine,
thank you.
except that it needs, yeah, okay. Okay, the issue that I see here
Mhm.
is that and I hate to put a name to it. I know we're doing it by position, not name, but there is only one. John is concerned with the fact that he does so many administrative duties. So basically, when I read through what he wrote, some of it is general enough to pick that up, but he's almost like an administrative assistant. However, the caveat is that it kind of depends on who the choir director is as to what administrative duties he picks up. I don't know what the situation is now with the new choir director. I know he did a tremendous amount for Matt, but I don't know what the situation is now. Does that make sense?
Yes. So Ms. Hannah Getty is also here as like the supervisor. And do you want to add something to that, Hannah?
I think you're absolutely right. First, we want to recognize we do only have one employee who serves in this role and has done it for many, many years. And we all acknowledge goes over and beyond, and we appreciate what this role has probably evolved, into over the years. Our difficulty in looking at this is that the accompanist job itself is actually at a higher rate than what the clerical part of the job would be, right? And so if you were to split them into two jobs, it would actually hurt the employee that has this role. So that's something we definitely don't want to look at doing. What becomes more difficult is just being able to, if we look at the whole role of what he works, no districts around us, no school districts around us have a full-time accompanist. So there's no point of comparison. You're doing, many of them are just hourly employees working a certain amount of hours in a given day, given week, maybe a certain time period of the year, things like that. So we struggle to have a point of comparison. And like I said, we know how lucky we are. We're so grateful for the work that goes into this role. What becomes difficult is adding in that clerical part, that really the clerical is done at a level of like what we would call an office assistant 1, which is a much lower rate of pay than what the accompanist is already making. So, and we can't pay for beyond what gets done in the full-time shift, right, of the 8 hours. So that's where it becomes extremely difficult for us, because there's no way for us to change this because of the way the role is. We have talked about the extra duties that come up seasonally and different things that come up. And we certainly could look at, compensating the individual, not the role, but the individual as they're taking on other tasks and working way beyond what they, are normally assigned to do. We all know when the play goes on or other performances, this person in this role is often spending much more than what they normally do in their normal workday. So, but there's difficult in being able to actually adjust this specific role, and also going along with what Anne said, this role might change slightly based on who this person in this role supports.
What I also want to point out is, the revised class description, the job description, we did not change the required education and work experience. We're not requiring any clerical competencies. So if that were to change, then the classification may change. And if the classification were to change where it has like a / clerical or / admin assistant, then you're going to have to look at the incumbents who are currently are clerical. And they would have job rights to.
Hannah, you said there is a way to compensate an individual separately in addition to this. So perhaps
Right.
that would solve that problem.
Like, are you talking about stipends?
Exactly.
No.
That's exactly
No.
right. No, not stipends.
Sorry, no, well, not necessarily stipends, because that's a different process as well, but we'd really be looking at just the extra hours that go in. We can always do extra hours rate of pay, right? So, right, recognizing that certainly during time periods of the year.
I would hate to add a clerical section to the accompanist job, because that might really, when John retires someday, that might really limit us as far as refilling that job is concerned.
Right. Absolutely.
I agree.
And so that really becomes part of it. And certainly we don't want to remove anything
right now.
we don't want the person in this role who's done it for so many years to be affected. We want this person to enjoy the job that he does and wants to do. And it's just put us in a very difficult spot because, again, it's hard to separate the role from the person, and knowing the person and knowing the dedication, you definitely want to celebrate that. But it's just, with the formality of the actual job description and where we are, this still fits and lands with where we are. Looking at the concerns when there are extra hours put in, we can always look at what we do for any employee, which is the extra hourly pay if approved by site principal and through the process and as that goes. And
Okay, I think that would be an important component to this. I think that would be really important. I know John puts in a lot of extra time. We all do, but as an employee doing his job, he's putting in a lot more than his regular day's work.
Absolutely.
Especially during the concerts and the musical and that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Any other comments on that or questions? Maria or Ann? No? Okay. Then
I just am not sure how that would be facilitated.
Which part?
The part of the extra pay for extra time spent.
I think we would handle that as we handle at any site. So when, let's say, when a performance is happening and we know there's going to be late nights and there's going to be rehearsals and things like that, it would just be like for any other employee, the site principal. And again, that would probably be who John is directly working with. That person would ask, the site principal, hey, I'd like to put in some extra hours for my accompanist who's going to be doing X, Y, and Z beyond his normal job day. And then that goes through our process at the district, just as it always does. It just goes through an approval process.
Just so we don't lose that part of it.
Absolutely. And I think we can put an agreement out ahead of time. Education is full of people who work way beyond out of their job description. We know that. And unfortunately, we don't have budgets to be able to compensate everybody for all the work that they do. So I think if we were to set a fair, these extra hours are set aside for during this season and when this is happening, I think that would be very fair. That gives everybody an expectation. There isn't a wondering, and we're all on the same page. Right. So we can look at that.
And this situation is unique in that he's actually the only one around that can do the job.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And when you can't do it at home and he can't do it anyplace else, it's got to be done
right
there.
And so when you mention him retiring, it is a scary thought because this job doesn't exist anywhere. It's not like we can just go somebody from another district, right?
It's a job that has developed over the years and he's really, really good at it. So
yeah.
How many years has he been in the position?
Well, he's been in the position over 30 years. He came in to do it not long. He says here 30 some years. I'm trying to think. 31st year. He came in not long after he graduated. He graduated in 83. And I started working in 85 in the library, and I believe he was working and Matt started in 87. So I think John probably started with Matt in 87.
Wow. I hope he still has much more to go.
Oh yeah, well, he's not very old, so he's got
good.
It just all depends on how things work out with new people.
Right.
With big changes, and especially this year, when there's big changes, stuff happens, and you just have to hope that he decides to stay.
Can I get a motion, ladies?
I'm not sure how the motion should even be presented.
I think
it says the recommendation is to retain the district accompanist job classification title and salary allocation.
Go ahead.
Is it with those
Yes.
caveats that Ann talked about?
Is there any way to put in a motion? I'm trying to think of a way we can do this, that we indicate that we have considered extra duty pay. And I guess that's how it would be.
We'll indicate it in the minutes, and I'll be
in the minutes. And I will say that we did speak to the union president and share this information as well. So we're all in agreement that this is something that we will consider and work to do as we move forward.
And John will be informed of this. Okay.
Maria, since you have the document in front of you, can you make a motion?
Yes, I will move that we accept the district accompanist classification to retain the district accompanist job classification title and salary allocation with extra duty pay
As needed.
as needed.
I second that.
Okay, great. It's been approved and seconded to approve extra pay to the district accompanist. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any nays? Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Next, we have the coordinator of personnel services. I mean, I am so ready to make this motion if you don't have any questions, ladies.
Please ask her. Should I remove my video first so you don't see me?
Just asked me if she could do that, but I think it just, for the sake of the minutes and for anybody watching, I'd be okay to share some information so that we can make sure everybody is on sort of the same page if you guys are okay with
That would be
That would
appreciated.
be great.
So in looking at the position with jurists, we all know, again, separating the person from the job, but it was impossible to do in this one as well. I think it's become very, very clear the amount of duties that she has taken on over the years, what they equate to. There's a really good comparison if you were to look at our Director of Fiscal Services job. They're very similar when you bullet out the jobs. But what I'd like to show you, so this is where we stand presently. So right now, as the coordinator of personnel services, this is her salary.
Right.
As we compared all the districts around us, and not all of them have a personnel commission, but you look at the ones that do, you can see the discrepancy.
Really low.
And I think the question often is, how are her job duties different, or what is a coordinator doing? Well, like I said, when you look at what she's actually doing, which we could go back to if we have questions, but if you look at what she's actually doing, you'll see very similar to even our Director of Fiscal, although the jobs are very different, the duties and the responsibility and the level of that responsibility are very equal in the sense of that obligation. So if we look here, what we are proposing as we look at this, I don't know if it's coming up good enough. I could probably make this bigger. Okay, so as we look at this is what we're proposing, and it still puts us, she's certainly not in the highest, and she's still, on the lower end because of just where it lands within our own salary adjustment, as she mentioned. But it certainly gives her a nice increase to the level that that role deserves. And for what we need in the district, we need somebody who is that expert of the Personnel Commission and really understands and knows the rules of the Personnel Commission, who can guide us and guide all of us to make the best decisions for our employees, and who is also able, she's a credential expert and all of those things that we rely on her for. So this is what we would be proposing compared to where we are. The reason I bring that up is I'll show you. This is what our alignment is. She was here at this level at a 42. And as we look at the job description and see that it's very equal to where a Director of Fiscal is in the sense of the organizing, the maintaining, the decision-making, the evaluation, all of those aspects that have to be done in that job, and the obligation with that, especially, like I said, being our expert, being our member for the Personnel Commission, has such a high, for lack of a better term, obligation and responsibility, right? And so that's where we brought this level up from the coordinator to the director level, equal to these roles, this is where the salaries land. So as you know, it's still lower than our districts in comparison to us, but it does fit within our own internal management. Okay. Any questions on, and then I can sort of, just for anyone that may have questions on it, when you look at, this is the fiscal director, right? So you see plan, organize, control, direct, estimate revenue, monitor revenue. It's very similar, except that it's not revenue, it's our people, which I would argue is part of our revenue. It's our greatest asset that we have. And so she's doing these jobs here as in her role that are very, very similar, just like I said, a different topic perhaps. So when we look, oops, sorry, that's her job description. So you have the organize, provide consultation, train, supervise, and evaluate, organize, coordinate the preparation assembly, respond to written and verbal inquiries. You see, it's very, very similar. Like I said, different topics that we're working with. One is more of our money and one is more of our people. We can always argue which one's more valuable, but I think in this way, the obligation and the responsibility is there. And so that is our argument for the request to support this move, to have the coordinator in this position move to a director, so that we can actually have somebody that oversees and, like I said, is that expert on the personnel for the personnel commission.
Excellent. I love it. Any other questions?
Thank you, Hannah, for doing that.
Absolutely.
Anne, did you have any other questions or comments? No. Maria?
None.
Okay, great. Then it is with great honor that I make a motion to change the position of Coordinator of Personnel Services to Director of Personnel Services. I need a second.
Second.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded to approve the position of Coordinator of Personnel Services to Director of Personnel Services. All in favor say aye.
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 Any nays? No. Wonderful. Congratulations, jurors. Congratulations. Very deserving. Okay, we move on to number 10, report from the director.
Gina, there's another motion on it because we have the two that change
Salary range.
the salary allocation.
Okay.
You move to change the title, but we also need to move to change the salary reallocation.
Okay, I also make a motion to adjust the salary range for the position of Director of Personnel Services.
From 42
From 42.
57.
From 42, 57. I don't have the document in front of me. From 42
to 57.
To 57.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded to approve the salary range. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any nays? No. Great. Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Now we move on to the report from the director.
Okay. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm overwhelmed right now. Okay. Okay, here's the director's report. So all TCUSD staff have been working remotely from home since December 9th, and it's going to be on for 2 weeks because of the drastic increase in COVID cases. Our sites and offices were closed as a necessary precaution to keep staff safe. So we have all been working remotely from home. It's quite challenging for some, but
Hold on a second, Jurist. I hear conversation in the background. Can we get on mute?
all right. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. So let me just start again. All TCUSD staff have been working remotely from home since December 9th, and it has been for 2 weeks onwards because of the drastic increase in COVID cases. Our sites and offices were closed as a necessary precaution to keep staff safe. Also, the personnel department continues to work on the credential assignment monitoring for the commission and teacher credentialing in California Department of Ed. Our determinations are due on December 31st. We are also still working on benefits, open enrollment, data entry, and paperwork. Still continuing and working on Affordable Care Act audit. We're also processing just the regular staff daily requests and needs, leaves, credentials, verification of employment, EDDs, unemployment requests. So personnel office has been very busy, and we're doing it from home. So I know, Gina, you were asking if I was in the office. So just starting last week is when we, we're no longer at the district office at all. Stop. Another thing that I want to report about is last December 10th, the classified and management staff were given a professional development opportunity. And the topic was professionalism and excellence in the workplace. It was presented by AALRR. I always forget what it stands for, but and it was presented by Miss Barbara Ginsburg, and it was a great presentation, right? I know Lily, Lucy, and Hannah are probably there. I enjoyed it. It was really good presentation. So that happened last December 10th. Another thing that I want to report about, an update on the comprehensive salary study. So what we mentioned last meeting is we're trying to get a third vendor, because so far we only have 2 vendors that have a proposal. But we are in the process of really, if we only have 2, then we're going to have to decide. And by January, we will come up with a decision. And what I'm going to ask whoever is selected is to have a presentation out for the commission, so that, everything will be presented regarding the timeline and what specifics, that study will entail. Also, I have been checking the CSPCA website for information regarding the annual PC conference, because, it usually happens in February, and by this time I would have registered you for attendance. But so far, I don't think they have any information out yet. They're still deciding on how they're gonna do that. Also, Anne, I don't know if you are interested. I know personnel, the Merit Academy is coming up, and I did.
I signed up. I mean, I put my name down for him,
Did
so
you?
I haven't heard anything more. So.
Okay, because I think there's some information on their website. The registration is coming sometime in January. So
Yeah,
if you're
that's like what's
interested,
indicated.
I will register you. And I know I did speak to Mr. Garrido, and he did say it's going to be a totally different format, the Merit Academy. So I think I'm also going to see if I would register for myself as well.
Is it going to be primarily virtual? I would
It
assume.
is virtual. It's going to
Perfect.
be virtual.
Perfect.
And then I think that's it. Oh, you know what? Another thing that's happening right now is we are in the process of hiring a temporary elementary assistant principal. This position is going to support both Longden and Emperor. Still in the clearance process, but that's coming up too. And that's it. Hannah, did you want to add anything? Okay, so that's it for my report. I'd like to wish everyone a happy and safe holiday season. I'd like to thank the commission and the commission staff, Lucy and Lily, for all their hard work and dedication. And last but not least, thank you to Ms. Hannah Getty for assisting the personnel department this time. She's been helping us in everything. So I'd like to thank her. That's it for the director's report.
Thank you so much, Juris, and congratulations. Thank you, Hannah, for
Hannah.
being supportive.
Hannah, you're all around everybody's person.
Yes.
We thank you very much.
Lily, thank you so much.
My pleasure. I'm happy
You're right in there with Juris. Thank you for all you do. And of course, thank you to my personnel commissioners, always here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Anne.
Everybody have
Thank
a
you,
wonderful
Juris.
day.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you, everybody. Okay, now we move on to matters from the commission. Does anybody have anything they want to say or share?
Nope, just that I'm glad you're going to be attending the Merit Academy, and it's very informative and you'll like it.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, and it's virtual, and that makes it much easier for you too, so.
And not having the musical this year.
Right,
makes
yeah,
life a lot
more
easier.
Right, right, yep. So this is perfect timing.
I'll take advantage of that.
Yes, perfect.
And it's really interesting, especially last year they had speakers from different school districts, personnel directors, and they were hands-on. It was just great. So I hope you enjoyed as much as I did.
Mhm.
Okay. And now do we have anything for closed session?
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right. I make a motion to go into closed session at 4:55.
I second that.
It's been moved and seconded to go into closed session at 4:55. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. So Joyce, you're gonna send us the,
Yeah, Andy will put us in our breakup room.
okay, great.
Andy, are you there?
I hope so. He may have stepped away.
Did he fall asleep?
Does he usually move you to a breakout room for a close?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he went to dinner.
No, I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Now, who else needs to be in there?
The ladies, Hannah and myself.
Okay, there you go.
Thanks, Andy.
I mean, yeah, well, and I had problems with the sprinkler system, it wasn't connecting to the Wi-Fi. And so, before we left, I just, let me just try this. Didn't make a completely reason. I remember the majority of the stations, so I'll walk through. Yes. I'll be around. I'll be around. So they stayed at my house, and Thanksgiving,
I mean, I'm telling you, I was blown away at how well they fired. You know, you're always worried about it just burning, but the middle is down. No worries, it's just, you know, like, yeah, so, that's so fun. We're enjoying.
This, Georgia, I made. It's so up. I'm just like, yeah. Tell me what more. So, can you guys see me packages?
Yes.
Okay.
And I wasn't sure about these things, I think they're for students, I think about this.
Sorry, we should stop.
Oh, that's fine. He said just to let him know when you're ready to rush. He just took his boxes. He said, oh, this is really nice. I like how you're keeping it, I set my table right here. I said, I don't know, he gives up on the trouble like this. Yeah, it seemed like it's too.
Well, it's a personnel commission meeting.
I was actually, who's been in here? What's going on? What happened? Oh, yeah. And so I think when nobody takes the work, and they weren't sure. What? No, the neighbors have to get the out. They thought they were going to take it. Well, that was next to me. They said they absolutely love it. That's the best family maker, or best decision makers. It's fair to say, in a long time, no, ever. Best decision I've ever made.
Carl doesn't want to know guys with a quarter because he feels like mom doesn't really like it. So he's wondering if you can get approval from Burley to install a second dedicated internet. But you have to run it about the closest that would be is in your brother.
Because you don't have any connections in there.
You don't have anything, but you have two. You have one on Grandma's couch and
Yeah.
one on your bed.
And there, yeah, there's one for a TV up there.
But we don't have anything, which is really weird because I don't even have something either. But I guess since it's not the only bedroom downstairs, I just put them in the house.
Yeah, I mean, the only advantage it's going to give you is if you get a wired connection,
That's what he wants.
because our connection's not dropping.
That's all he really wants.
Because really all it's happening is our wireless goes from being 500 meg to 400 meg. I haven't seen
It
it
happens almost
go.
every day where everything, I don't know if it's out of memory or what, but everything in our room just the Wi-Fi is out.
Yeah, you should run, I'm not going to run a test from your
Carl feels like he's gonna, Carl feels like you don't want to call it. So he's wondering if we can just get a dedicated plan for that. And he just pay for it.
Well, I mean, we could do it alone as far as that is concerned.
The router would have to be.
I just wanted to exhaust the options before we resorted to a cord, because
The
I'm not real excited about a cord. But I mean, if that's all there was, then that's all there was. I just wanted to go through and,
perk of having our own and getting the second one installed, is that it was really the only place to put it would be in your room. On your mom's couch.
Oh.
And then it at least wouldn't be a cord running from the TV directly from the
I should get these lights like the girls have, and just wrap lights around the table up at the top and just say, you know, we're just lighting our hallway.
I do have a wire cord. Since the router is already up there, it really wouldn't be that hard to run from on the ceiling.
I do have a I don't have little screw things that Jordan had.
What was good thing?
Those little like, pins or whatever.
That's what he had.
Yeah, you'd have to just get
He
something.
did those.
Oh.
At Cedar Grove? Yeah, all that stinking cord that ran all over the place.
No, it'd be like when.
Oh, you don't remember? Oh, I guess you might know for Cedar Grove goes cord everywhere.
No, maybe I find the cord that ran from the TV room to yours.
Well, there was also cord that ran out all around the TV room, even in. No, it didn't run to Jordan's room.
I'm
It ran.
also just, she's like a super techy person. Like that's what I did in the military. It's like text stuff. And he just hates Wi-Fi. He always has, as long as I'm
Right.
well, you should just test whether it's the Wi-Fi card.
Yeah, you should just test the Wi-Fi, see when it, you say it drops, is the Wi-Fi dropping?
Yes, our TV just.
So you test it and it's 0?
Oh, I don't have to test.
Yeah, well, it's just an app. Or you can just go internet speed test.
But he just. He's saying that like it's like nobody does it. It's funny, nobody knows how to. That's the other option. But even then, it wouldn't be in our room.
And here we are.
Yay, we're back.
Okay, we made it.
That was easy. I don't know what I did last time.
Okay, I make a motion to reconvene to open session at 5:12.
Second,
All in favor, it's been moved and seconded to reconvene our meeting at 5:12. All in favor, say aye.
I
We'll move in seconded to reconvene. Anything else?
I think just to announce that we took no action in closed
Okay.
session.
Okay, we did not have any, we took no, the Personnel Commission did not take any action during the closed session at this time. Okay, I just want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and looking forward to 2021.
Yes.
yes.
And thank you very much. And again,
So,
congratulations, Juris. And thank you, Hannah, for your support.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you very much for your support.
friend,
Thank you, everybody.
Marianne, thank you very much.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
I make a motion to adjourn our meeting at 5:13 p.m.
I second that.
It's been moved this second. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Bye all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.